Many states are beginning to reopen their economies this week, a move applauded by many who are severely impacted by the economic damage from the shutdowns. However, others are pushing back against the move. Here to discuss this further is Florida's former Lieutenant Governor, Jennifer Carroll, who is also a spokesperson for Maggie's List. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning.
So Florida began implementing its phase 1 stage of the coronavirus recovery on Monday, with Governor Ron DeSantis saying it's time to focus on facts, not fear. As a former lieutenant governor, how do you see this playing out in your state?
Well, the state of Florida has really rolled this out into phases. The first phase was in Northeast Florida, where the beaches opened up a few weeks ago. And we didn't see a massive outbreak of the coronavirus extending beyond what we saw flattening the curve. And then Georgia, our bordering state, opened up for businesses, and we saw a number of Floridians going to Georgia to get personal services like their nails and their hair done. And now Florida's seeing that this is an opportunity for us to now reopen Florida and its businesses. So the governor is methodically moving forward in areas where we've seen a reduction and totally flattening the curve. For example, in Florida, we've seen a reduction in the hospital admittance of 28%. ICUs have gone down 50%, and since the middle of April, and we see our ventilator use go down 32%. And Floridians want to get to work. They are entrepreneurial in their hearts, and we know that capitalism is going to be what brings us out of this economic slump to get our economy rolling again.
And I think you make a great point, because every state is different on the number of coronavirus cases. Now, President Trump, he remains focused on getting the country back to work despite roadblocks and partisanship. The Trump campaign even came out with an ad that focuses on the American comeback. How are Republican candidates across the country, such as those supported by Maggie's List, reinforcing this message in their own races?
A couple of things with Maggie's List is that we support candidates throughout the country. And a couple of things that we need to keep in mind is that in order for President Trump to have the support needed to get our country back rolling again economically, is to maintain the Senate. We have great candidates like Kelly Loeffler, Martha McSally, Shelley Moore Capito that will be running for re-election. And on the House side, we have great candidates like Lisa Scheller, Shell Farley out of New York, Young Kim out of California, Rosemary Beshe out of New Jersey. And these are business women who knows what it means to cut a paycheck. They know what it means to run a business. They know what it means to have government bureaucracy get in their way for expanding and growing their business. So we are supporting these women candidates, conservative women candidates, that will be able to bring hardcore solution to the table and not put party over politics, but make sure that they are speaking on behalf of the middle class that have been left behind by the Democrat-run House. And they will bring about a perspective from how they have run their businesses and the solutions that we need in this country to reopen and kickstart this economy so that business owners can get back to work, that they can hire more people and give better benefits to the individuals that they hire.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.